Kia ora and welcome to Craft Artosaurus. My name's Paula, and today I thought we would just do a little drawing and just relax a bit. I apologise now for my voice. I seem to have a little bit of a head cold happening today. I don't know, maybe I slept wrong, maybe I snored too much. So outside the window this morning, my cat Cinder was actually sitting on the window seat, and there was a fantail fluttering backward and forward. It was just so sweet. He was, of course, doing his whole meow thing, as in meow, come and jump in my mouth. And quite a while ago, Annie sent me a lovely book. I was so thrilled when I received it, and it has, it's a New Zealand book, and she found it in England, and it's from Molly Fowler. Now, she's actually Molly's husband is the famous one, but she's now quite a good artist. So this was published, I think, from 1966, somewhere around there. And inside are fantails. So I thought I'm going to just have a go at sketching a fantail and just relaxing and have a little bit of fun. And you can join along, grab a pencil. It doesn't need to be anything grand. I'm still using my Pitt graphite, number 14B. I've got a rubber, two other rubbers, and a 12 pack that I always carry whenever I go to art, of Prisma colour, in case I decide I want to add a little bit of colour to the sketch. So it is going to be just that, a sketch. So fantails are really, really small, as you can see. So I'm just going to draw a branch, and I'm going to do this one where the little wings are out and the tail's all nicely extended. This reminds me of the bird. It was flittering backward and forward in front of the cat, and the cat's head was swiveling backward and forward. It was very cute, and yeah, very, very cute this morning. So I'm just putting that to the side of me so I have a reference. It's really important when you draw that you do have a reference, so I recommend that you have a reference. I'm not necessarily going to do exactly the same branch. You'll understand. I seem to use the pictures, but I'm inclined to change it up a little bit. It's just how I am. So I'm just checking. Can you see my pencil mark? I don't think you can. So let me go a little bit darker here. There we go. I find the lighter I go, the better effect I get, and I just kind of keep on what do you call it, I just add more pencil lines, and then sooner or later it'll get to where I want it to get. So I know the little bird has quite a round body, so I'm just going to draw a circle. And again, note how I'm just sketching it. Nothing's exact at this time. You know, I don't know where the bird's going to sit or anything. It's just that it's a sketch. It's having a little bit of fun. So from there, the little wings stuck out, kind of. So at the moment, if you watched Harry Potter, this is like the little thing he caught in his mouth. What was that? Oh, I can't remember the name of it for the life of me. So it looks just like that. The seeker, he went after the little ball thing. There we go. It's kind of like that. And we're just going to, don't know, it kind of looks a bit bumblebee to me at the moment. There we go. And we just have this kind of feather bit happening here out the back. So from there, we've got the feathers, which I guess this is what I'm waiting for. I love drawing feathers. I can have one there, So I'm going to give myself a little bit of an angle so my feathers come in. I'm not quite in the middle there, so I'm not going to sweat it. Right, so it needs, how many feathers do they have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So they have 12. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Molly lived in Wellington, and I think her husband was an anthropologist. Oh, I've said that wrong. I know I have. I've got my hearing aids in and everything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can see my feathers are wrong. Yep, it's going to annoy me. I'll rub them all out and start again. So I need to think about this a little bit more. But anyway, Molly would look out her window there in Wellington and see whatever bird was there, and she'd give it a go at drawing it, which I kind of like. I like the thought of that, of someone just, you know, giving things a go. A bit like we're doing today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, I've got 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That looks like one, but it's not. I'm going to get one of my rubbers, which I've got a bit more. I haven't got a brush with me, which is unusual. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so the top 2 are most probably the most important, so we'll just get those in. They've actually got a nice lovely white line up the centre of them. Now they usually feathers are kind of banana shaped. So I'm just giving it an outline where I'm coming down. I know it's not going to be exact because I've got other feathers beside, so yeah. And you see how I seem to flick into the center. You can also go from the outside, from the inside out, but because I've got a white bit which I'll be putting back in shortly, so at the moment it's just about, you know, getting the feel for how the bird's going to look. So I'm just bringing that in a bit. There we go. Now this is a finer pencil, and with this I can take away that line very carefully. I do rest my hand on the page quite a bit when I sketch, and it's just how I roll. I usually have a brush beside me, but I can't see my brush anywhere. But I do have a feather, so I'm just going to flick away with this feather. I'm flicking away any of the dust that I've got from my rubber, and I'm just going to do a line here and a little bit of a line over here. That's going to be I incline to finish off my feathers as I go. So, yeah, it's just something I do, I know. So again, it's never pointed, it's like a banana at the top. And it slowly comes down. Comes down to a point. So again, there I am. See how I'm like a banana at the top? I don't know, it's hard to explain. But I always think of bananas when I draw bird feathers. And I try and keep my lines quite close. My angle always the same. And you can see the feathers over here. Now the feathers have turned into a cream, almost a creamy white here, but I still need to draw them in, so I'm not quite sure. I'm on white paper, I'm not on green or anything like that. I'm just going to put all these other feathers in over here. Keeping it rounded. And as they come along, they slowly shorten up. So that the feathers all tuck in behind each other. So this bit of the feather seems to be like that, and that bit goes underneath. There we go. Now I'm going to do exactly the same thing on the other side. One, two, three, four, five. How did I get that wrong? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I've got a real humbug today. So this one will be here. This 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that one needs to be out a bit more. Okay. Remember again, we're just doing. Oh, my pencil's very sharp too. I sharpened everything. Now my pencil sharpener's gone flat. Oh dear, it's so kind of funny. I'm giggling about it, but yeah, it's also a little annoying. I think I've had the pencil sharpener on the table for a while, so you know, and I haven't sharpened it in ages, to tell you the truth. So it was due a sharpen. And I was thinking the other day when I was doing something, I thought, gosh, when will this need a sharpen? And I thought to myself, should I sharpen it now? No, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. I was doing something before I left for art. I thought, no, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. And now I wish I'd sharpened it. Okay, so I've kind of got the basics, the basics of where everything is. I still haven't got my little birdie head, so I'm just going to put that in now. They have quite cute little heads, do Fantails, so I don't know. I'm going to leave that there for a second. I just want to. A lovely little beak. little eye. And above that they have this little white bit that comes like that. Okay, now I'm going in with my fine pencil razor, and I'm just taking out some lines so I can see what I've created. I still haven't done the look at that. I was going to draw with that. I think the body is actually a little bit too big, so I'm just going to bring that in a bit. That feels a bit better to me. The little claws coming out and over. The finer rub is what I'm wanting. Just getting rid of that line. Going with the other line, the smaller line. Just feel like the body was a little bit too big for the head. The little wings come now. Because that's wrong, this is wrong, so we'll just fix this up. So it's like a little bumblebee back here, and it kind of comes in via the head. And then this is all lovely fanned out little feathers. Now, the wings. Kind of has a wing here, and then it has another wing behind that comes around that one. And then it's got another wing here, comes in, and from there they have lots of little kind of wings coming over. And then underneath here we've got wings coming through. Right. Just grabbing my rubber again and taking away anything I don't like. So this is exactly what I did when I did the penguin the other day. So yeah, I kind of just work things out and slowly add and take away, as you can see. The camera's shaking because I'm like really rubbing, getting rid of these pencil marks. There we go. Now, the other side of the wing, because the bird's slightly, we've got this one here coming down with another one coming down with another one coming down. These wings come over, and then the last one is quite a sharp wing. And then we've got these kind of fine leaf things coming from here, coming straight in like that. So these seem to be separate feathers underneath like that. So it's a bit more lifted on this side than this side. So I'm just fixing up this wing now. Going in with my fine brush, bringing some lines back. Okay. Just sweeping away. Now, if you use your hand instead of a brush, you're going to smudge your graphite, which it's never good. Smudge graphite on paper, it just goes forever. Ergo, I do have a brush, but it's not on my table. I don't know what I've done with it, but I do have a special brush. So, but the feather seems to be working fine. It's not too bad. Okay, from here I'm going to actually start to colour up the bird, even though I didn't think I would, mainly because of the white in the back feathers. So I'm going to need, because I only have a 12 pack, this limits my choices, which is good. You don't want too many choices. I need the black, I need the white, and you'll note my white is smaller. I always use the white. A dark brown, a light brown. Believe it or not, I'm going to use the yellow and the orange. The rest I'm just leaving in there. I don't want the red out. The yellow and the orange together, because I'll most probably mix those a little bit in places. I have a funny feeling that when I've seen, see, I thought they had a little bit of blue in them, but I'm not seeing that in what Molly has created. But I remember seeing blue around the face. It's not an exact drawing, it's my interpretation. So as I've pulled up this, I'm just going to see if my pencil sharpener is going to sharpen it. It was like really, really flat, so just give me a second. Yippee-ki-yay. So first thing to do is to check all your pencils are nice and sharp. You've got a nice point. Now with Prismacolor, these are soft pencils, so they don't obviously need to be too sharpened, but I like to sharpen them. I know the first time I go to put it down, sorry, my throat is getting worse. The first time I go to put it down, it will be, the point will most probably break, but it doesn't really bother me. Yeah, I just like that sharp pencil, and I start off very, very light, which is why my pencil work takes a while. So it's lots and lots of layers, lots and lots of layers. And I do think they do have little blue kind of cheeky things, so I'm going with that. I'm using my white, which isn't as sharp as I'd like it to be, but I'm putting that down. Now wherever I put my white, that is going to be where the pencil isn't going to, what's the word I'm looking for? It's just going to be a little bit harder for the pencil to hit those areas. So I put my white in first. It could be because I'm a watercolorist and to me this feels quite natural. Then again, it could just be because I like breaking the rules. I'm going to do the back of the bird here first. And that to me is this colour. So I'm not going to be exact, obviously, but I'm just going to have a little bit of fun with this. I just had so much fun watching Cinder kind of get so annoyed that the bird was out there, you know, fluttering around, doing its thing. And Cinder was just like, oh, I can't believe this bird's doing that. You know, why is the bird there? And I could tell him why he was there. You know, he was wanting some food. I haven't got any, I need to go and get a bird feeder for wild animals and put it in my garden somewhere. So I take it all the figs have gone off the fig tree. They've been quite happily eating figs on the fig trees, all of the birds. Yeah, they've been having a ball out there, actually, to tell you the truth. I was kind of, a part of me was a little bit annoyed that they were eating it, but then I thought, well, I'm not going to eat it this year. I'm not really sure, you know, it's not one of those things I can eat at the moment, so why shouldn't the birds enjoy it? And that's just it, why shouldn't they? I should really start from the back and work my way forward with, see how I, now the little eyes, And see, I just hit some of the white pencil over here and it didn't go on quite as well. But I'm still getting what I'm after, which is that lovely little furry head that they have. Oh, it's so cute. And it was so silly. Cinder was so offended. It was like, oh, what's this bird doing? And it was so cute. So again, I've hit the white, and you see how it's not as, I can see it. Yeah, I hope I'm explaining it well enough. This is just how I do pencil work, a little bit at a time. So I thought I'd show you how I do it today. You can relax with pencils. And then from here, I'm actually going to watch Kathy this morning. She joined me for breakfast. Oh, I love it when I do that. Watch a YouTuber and I have my breakfast, and it's so relaxing. And Kathy was making a lovely doll. Oh, if you can, I'll do a link to her channel here. Pop in and have a look at Kathy's doll. It's so cute. She's called it Catherine. I think it was Catherine. I think so. I think it was Catherine. So I'm just going over the little bit of white here. And underneath the white coming out, there's black again. So I'm just putting that in too. And I just flick. Yeah, I like to flick. To me, this is quite relaxing. So yeah, I'm thoroughly enjoying myself. I just need to put, I feel, a little bit of black back here. Not a lot, just a few pieces here and there. That's all you need. Pencil work is slow going, I know that, but it's so much fun. It's so much fun. And I'm just, because I can see the white underneath, but I don't want to build it up too much, as I still want to keep this quite sketchy. So yeah, I'm going to use my lightest colour and the white now, and I always hold my pencils in my hand. I don't know why, it's something I've always done. And I'm just starting to come around and do the feathers around its little body. Oh, gosh, I love fantails. They are so cute. They flutter. It's the way they zip and they dive. It's so fascinating. I do love birds, which is why I paint so many, but I don't paint them very realistically. So yeah. Now I just want, I'm very gently on the side, I'm just putting a little bit of colour in here. Not a lot, just a little bit. And I'm going to grab my yellow. I'm just going to put that a little bit over the top. Not a lot, just a little bit. And from there, I'm going to my white. And now I'm really giving it all I can give, because the little chest is lighter. And so this is, you're smushing those colours together. I don't know how to say it other than that. You're really giving them a good old smush up. And I'm doing exactly the same to the feathers that are out further. I'm really smushing them. I'm really going hell for leather here, aren't I? I don't know. It's how I work, and I really love doing this bit here, where you kind of smush those colours together. So I think there's a lady on YouTube who does lots of pencil drawings. I can't remember her name, but she's like a professional pencil artist, and she could most probably give you more input than I am. This is just how I do it. And you note how I go in now with the darker colour, but because the white's down, and I've taken, what's it called? It's not going down well because the white's taken over all that space within the, yeah, within the paper. Okay, I'm happy with that. Now we're coming to the back of the bird, and the back of the bird is quite different. So I might need to get out my bigger pack if I... No, it's just a sketch, Paula, just a sketch. It doesn't have to be exact. There's also some white in there, so I'm just going to put in a bit of white. You kind of need your pencil sharpener beside you, because as you can see, my white is getting blunt. It's okay, I can go in with a few other things later on, so I kind of know where I'm going. With this, I want these three colours at the front, and I'm going to tackle this this one here. So on the outside here, there's black. I'm putting that down first. So everywhere I can see black, I'm putting just gently. Now I'm going to the dark brown, which is what I am seeing mostly. Molly's work is very fine, and I really, really love it. You can still buy her books today. I think Annie said she found this one in a second-hand store in England. I still can't get over that. So her books are actually still sought after today for people. You can use her pictures as references, like I'm doing, because they're now out of copyright. But having said that, I would never sell this because it's Molly's work. So yeah, please remember that if you're using someone else's. This is artwork, or you're using a tutorial that someone has taught you. Excuse me. It's not a good idea to try and sell that. It's not how we do things in the art world. This is her picture. I'm saying Molly names quite a bit. I'm recognizing her as the artist that has drawn this. I am just having a go at having fun, and just giving things a go. I did see a fantail outside my window. I did not take a picture of it. I didn't sit like Polly did in Wellington and look at them for ages and then draw them. So this is really her work, her beautiful work. Right, the more I talk, the worse my voice is getting. Oh dear. I've already cancelled church this morning. I said, no, I'm not coming. I'm not feeling the best. We have lots of elderly people at our service, and the last thing I wanted to do was take something and give it to people. It would, would just be terrifying doing that. Now, we're coming to what I call the white feathers. I'm just going to give a little bit of yellow definition. I could go through my Prismacolor full set and get the right colour out, but this is just me having fun today, so I don't need to do that. I really don't. So yeah. And on this side, just over here. Oh crumbs, I've done that the wrong way. And from there, I'm just going to go in with my white. I don't know if I like that, so I might just go with, yeah, just a little bit of brown. That's It's better. So less yellow on the next one. So here's the yellow, less yellow, and going in with the brown. So I'm just giving definition to the feather. And from there I need the blacky brown. You see how that white just brings everything, molds it all together. So I'm not doing a fantastic job of it. I'm just solely having fun. That's all I want to do, is have a little bit of fun this morning. Actually might do that. Sorry again, got the bug. At least that's all I've got. Oh. There we go. I'm going to do exactly the same thing on the other side. I'm just going to fix up this one first. Right. This other side, how does it go? Let's have a little look, see here. This very bottom one, I'm going to start at the bottom and work my way up. It's got black there. This next one is black there. The next one has black here. And this one has black here. And this one has black here. We've then got the yellow on the other side. Yellow on the other side. We have missed, oh no, that's a brown, right, brown, definite brown. It's actually got a bit of brown here. Okay, from there I'm just going to mush everything together. Now, I could carry on with my pencil work and get out my other pencils, but this is just a quick sketch today. The darker one. I just want a little bit more. I think it's actually the black that will help. A little bit more definition on this tail feather here. Okay, so I'm happy with that. Like I said, it's just a quick little sketchy bird. I hope you can see that. I'm sure you can. From there, I'm going to go to these outer wings, which are just going to be a little bit of fun. I'm not going to do them exact. I'm trying to get those definitions in that I can see. So I'm just going in with the black. It's actually these ones underneath that I'd never noticed before when the birds were flying around. So I'm rather fascinated by those. And this is the thing, when you do a sketch, you'll see things that you hadn't normally seen, and it'll excite you and make you think about things you might like to do. So yeah, at the moment I've got 100 gazillion thoughts going through my head on what I might be painting this week now. This sort of thing is, I find, very therapeutic, very relaxing. I'll leave a link also to Annie's channel, since she graciously gave me this book, and hopefully she'll get a laugh when she sees I'm finally using it. So it really is a very quick pencil study. Yeah, I'm going to call it that. So yeah, it's just a pencil study. It's just a little bit of fun, a little bit of silliness in the day. There seems to be a lot of white too on the wings, which I'd never noticed before. So that to me is rather fascinating too. So yeah, who knew? Well, obviously Molly did. I just want to keep those little bits of white that I can see happening. I just find that rather fascinating, to tell you the truth. And I might even get out my what do you call it, my jelly pen, so I can just do a little bit of jelly work to bring out those whites. Oh, the little feet. I always find bird feet so amazing. Yeah, I don't know, there's something about them. I just love the look of them. I'm not so keen on penguins' feet, as we all found out yesterday. Oh dear. So I'm just going to give a little bit of definition to the branch, not a lot. I'm being very rough here. I'm using the side of my pencil. I'm not really thinking about anything. I'm just colouring it in for the fun of it. I know the darker colour will go on the bottom. There we go. And I think this, I'm going to call this finished before my voice totally goes. I'll make it. So I hope you enjoyed today's video of sorts. I'm just going to find my pencil case. One hopes I have a jelly pen in there, so let me have a look. Look, one sitting right on top. Must have been. This must have to be. There we go. So I want to just fix up these little bits of white here, and you see how so what I usually use is when I do pencil work for my whites, I use Dr. Phil Martin's bleed proof white, but because this is in my sketchbook, I thought I'd just use the jelly pen, which is fine. You can always stick with your jelly pen. You don't need to use something like that. I just thought I would point it out in case people were wondering what I use. Just giving a few little white feathers at the end. You see how much definition that gives? It's just amazing, really. You wouldn't think that a white pen would be so important, but it really is. Like anything, you know, I guess the white's important with me with being a watercolourist, but I really do feel it's vitally important to get back those white bits sometimes. I can also scrub away with my rubber and bring back white. I've done a pretty good job over here actually of saving the white. Pen's not cooperating today. Now just down in here, I haven't done the little bake. I'm going to get the black. There we go. And I don't know, I think the little bakes on them are actually brown. So I'm just going to do that. Put a bit of brown in the eyes there just to tone down that purpley blue a little bit. Right, there we go. So if you liked this video, give me a thumbs up, leave a comment down below, and I thank everyone for watching. It's been absolutely amazing comments I'm getting and everyone watching. So thank you all very much. All right, I'll see you on Tuesday. Bye for now.